guys? This is Anthony from VR Roundtable, and I am playing Episode 1. I'm playing the Gallery, Episode 1, Call of the Starseed, which is one of the earliest HTC Vive games. This game actually came out at launch, April 5th, 2016, $30. It was one of the 3 most expensive Vive games that you could possibly buy. I believe Elite Dangerous was $60, Hover Junkers was $35, and the Gallery Episode 1 Call of the Starseed was $30, $29.99. I didn't actually buy it back then. I got it quite a bit later. I'm going to play the very first level called The Beach. We'll check that out.
So it all begins at Siren Point.
I like the music. It all began on a misty evening. Okay, so I am now in the world of the Gallery, Episode 1 Call of the Starseed, and it is pretty captivating world from a visual standpoint. You do have room scale. You can walk around and feel like you are inside this world, which is really quite cool. One of the really cool things about this game is, see that center circle? I hope you guys can see that, but that is the center of my play space. So if I stand right here, I am in the exact center of my play space, supposedly. So that's pretty cool because you can teleport around and you can wander off, and then you can look back and be like, oh yeah, that's my center spot. Let me get back to the center area. I like to walk around when I'm in a game if it allows it with the play space. I can't wait to get one of these TP Cast wireless setups. I didn't do the pre-order or anything. I'm gonna have to kind of wait on that, but if it does turn out to be that the TP Cast is fully legit, I definitely want to get my hands on one of those because I really want to be able to walk around, not have a cord. Occasionally I get to my chaperone, which is probably like oh, it's over here. My chaperone's over there. But I can get back to the center, and I really love that. And this world is cool as well. 3D audio is really good. You got birds flying around. You got a lighthouse right there. You got stars in the sky. You got the moon. One thing I would like to see, though, in future VR games is I want to be able to look at a sky and really believe that I'm looking up at the sky. Because when I look at this sky, I have to admit, it kind of looks like wallpaper that's just on a ceiling. It doesn't look real. The moon looks like just a photo, you know, like it's wallpaper. The birds is nice. The lighthouse is nice. But hopefully, oh, there are moving clouds. That is kind of cool. So you do have clouds moving along. But I do look forward to a day when we can look up at the night sky in VR and really almost think that we're really looking at the night sky, which is not quite to that point yet. So this game uses a teleport mechanic. You just aim to where you want to go and you teleport, which works very well. I like this part where you see the water. I kind of wish I could take my hand though and like scoop up the water and splash the water around, but you can't really do that. So, but it looks like that water is kind of covering my ankles, and if I go over here, it looks like the water is like almost to my knees, almost, not quite. But there's lots of interactive objects that you can pick up. Like I can grab this seashell, I can put it to my ear, and I don't know if you guys are hearing this, but I'm getting some extra sound out of my left ear from the seashell, which that is pretty cool. You can take these bottles and smack them if you want to. Here's some rum from back in the day. I like the sound when you smack that. It has a pretty good sound. Let me get back to the center area. I can see my chaperone a little bit over there. So, you know, it's cool to be able to hold a candle. This is kind of Vanishing Realm style. To be able to light up the wall a little bit with this candle is pretty cool. You'll see things like starfish that you can grab and put into the water. Graphics are pretty cool from the standpoint of the lighting. I'm a sucker for lighting that kind of adds that atmosphere to it, which I really like how this lighting is in here. Back when this game first came out, a lot of people would say that this is the most AAA of the launch games that came out for the Vive. Like, people would say, hey man, what's a AAA game on the Vive? People would say, oh, The Gallery, Episode 1 Call of the Starseed. But the big complaint that you would hear is the game is too short. It only lasts 2 hours. It's this expensive game, and it's incredibly short. So, you know, you would hear that complaint with it. But a lot of people would say, if you do want something similar to like a real AAA kind of experience, this is probably the closest you're going to get to that. And that was the case in the very beginning. Now I think we have a few more AAA type stuff than we did back in those days. Not a very good shot on that one. But there's a lot of little things that you can interact with. Fireworks. These fireworks are cool. Watch, I'll go ahead and set this off. I mean, this is pretty cool. It really feels like I'm shooting off a firework and looking up at it. This seems very much like real life when you're doing this part. I tried to hit that bell one time, but it didn't do anything. But this radio, playing some cool 80s music, you can pick it up, and once it starts playing again, the sound goes, oh, here it is. Sounds like Tenderness. But you can set this radio down, and the sound plays out of whatever area it would play, of course. 3D audio. Cold Man. Looks like Coleman. There's a brand of ice chest maker, Coleman. Looks very similar to that. Oh, here's an address on here. Professor Ryan Green, 129 Orange Point Road, Pines, BC. Will give rewards. So I guess this is British Columbia. Pines, British Columbia. I don't know if that's actually a real city in British Columbia. But that could be a clue. That could mean something. So I'm going to go ahead and head this way. Go through these caves. One thing I love about room scale is when you walk kind of into a room or out of a room, if you can walk around physically within your actual space, it does add a lot more of a, you know, it does add some extra immersion to the overall experience for sure. Sorry, I thought I heard somebody in my freaking room. I don't know if that was some of the 3D audio. There's probably a bird flying around. But yeah, I like the ocean, the way the water is coming up over here, the sounds. The 3D audio is good. I will say that this 3D audio is probably as good as... well, almost as good as Robinson the Journey, Robinson the Journey for PlayStation VR probably has the best 3D audio that I've heard so far. But this 3D audio is not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It is pretty good. Really adds a lot to the overall experience. Okay, some items are important. These items are highlighted in blue. Pick up the flashlight. Important items will stick to your hand. Some important items have secondary actions activated by repressing the trigger. Turn the flashlight on. All right. To put an important item away, reach over your shoulder and press the trigger again. Put the flashlight away. This stores the important item in your backpack. To open the backpack, reach behind your shoulder and pull it out in front of you. Open the backpack. The backpack is really cool. That is really cool to have this backpack. You can place it wherever you want, kind of in the 3D world. You grab the handle. You see where it's white. That's basically showing you where you can grab this. And then you can point. You point and you can grab items like that. And I can stick this back in there. I can get my Talkman. This is a Tony Talkman. It's named after me. This looks like a 3DS. Huh? I've never seen this before. They must have added this recently. Whoops. Oh man, I don't know what I did. I went back to the beginning somehow. Okay, sorry. Let's get right back in there.
So it all begins at Siren Point.
Get back to the center of my area. So sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what I did to reset the game, but we'll quickly get back over there. Must have accidentally hit something that resets it. But it's really quick to move through this world if you know exactly what you're doing. Oh wait, looks like... Oh, nice try. Maybe I just never noticed that the first time I walked over here. I can get back here real quick. Okay, so here's a flashlight again. Turn it on. Yeah. Put it away. Okay, pull out the backpack. Okay, I'm not going to grab the Game Boy this time because that caused me problems. Okay, put the backpack away. Here we go. Okay, so I'm in some type of cavern. Let me grab this lantern here. I'm in some type of cavern. It kind of looks like one of those underground caverns that you would see in like a National Geographic type thing. We got water that's dripping down, which is pretty cool. Let me look over this edge here. That looks like it goes way down, and oh, that's pretty cool. I see the actual stars up there, and I can see the water dripping over the edge. It's a nice touch. I always love it when they add little environmental things. I love the lighting. You know, the way the lighting is handled in this game is pretty cool. Here's another opening with water dripping in. You can see the stars up there. You can see the clouds moving by. And so we're going up the stairs here. Alrighty, so looks like I'm in some type of secret hideaway place. Let's see what this says. Oops. Okay. Elizabeth, I'm glad that you came back, but be careful. The CIS and FBI, they are coming, Liz. I had to lock the sewer gate to keep them out. Find the 3B on the B. Pete is listening. RY. Or it looks like RY. Okay, so here's a tape. This could be a clue. Hey, Alex, play this tape. Okay, so let me get my Walkman. Don't want to do the Game Boy this time.
Alex, where are you? Waited as long as I can. Turns out a guy called the Professor found something here, and whatever it is, he thinks it's important enough to lock away. It might be what we're looking for. He lives in the sewer, but he set up a human security system to keep CIA agents out. Pretty sure he's paranoid. I could tell you exactly how to reach him, but where's the fun in that? Fine, I'll give you a clue. Start off by tossing something at the metal box above the stove. What you need is in there. Come on, Al. Action, adventure, possible trespassing charge.
I guess this is like the moonlight coming through. Kind of cool. Put that away. Alrighty, so I just need to knock down that metal box. Open sesame. Alrighty, so I got myself a gun, or a flare gun at least. And just checking out this world that they got going here. I feel like my cord is kind of tangled up. Probably should have tried to untangle my cord. Haven't done it in a while. Okay, let's go over here and see what we got. Wait for the something. Lay off the booze. International Morse code. So I guess I could try to figure out what all those letters mean, but I'm not going to spend time doing that. Let's see. There's a compass. Only let Liz in. What? This looks like a Noveltine. Oh. Not sure what that is. Okay, here's a tape. Let's put this in our backpack. Get our backpack out. Get our Talkman, our Tony Talkman, and put the tape in.
How could we have known? The interference has drawn us here to a hidden beach on the coast of Van Isle. The surfers call this place Siren Point. The bay's littered with razor-sharp rocks hiding just below the surface. Deadly trap even for a skilled sailor. And also my compass is broken. Nothing to do with magnetics.
So that's probably the professor. And let's see here. This could be where we're located right now, but not really sure what any of this really means. That's British Columbia, so that's up there. All right, let's go over here. So let's see, what do we got in here? This is refills for my gun, my flare gun. So I'm pretty sure what I have to do is I have to hit these bells, the 3 Bs, the 3 bells. Oops. There's Uno. Oh, damn it. Barely missed that one. There's Dose. There's Trace. So the light of the lighthouse is pointing back over there. So that's probably where I need to go. Let's get some more ammo while we're at it. Can I put ammo in here? No. Oh, it's starting to rain. Get this backpack on. The rain's starting to come down. This is pretty sweet. The sound effects are pretty good. I love the rain in general. In real life, I like the rain. So rain in VR is pretty cool. But let's head back to that boat. Okay, yeah, so that lighthouse is pointing back at that boat, so that's probably where I need to go. The rain is kind of weird. It's like you barely see it here and there, but I can probably have a better rain effect at some point. Well, let's see. I think I'm supposed to go over here where this light is shining. Ah, yeah. Things you'll never get. Give up. And so there's this. And this. Good shooting. So I'm going to put this my backpack, get my backpack out. Let's get my Talkman.
Well, if you're listening to this, that means you cracked the professor's security system. I would make a terrible cat burglar. It took me forever to shoot that bell on the boy. But as a bonus, I did get the beam of legal right in it quick. That's the first one. So,
Alrighty, so she basically set that up for her. I don't know if it's her boyfriend, Alex, or I don't know who Alex is, but it sounds like she's waiting for me to come here. And there's this professor guy, and we just have to see what's going on here. This is pretty cool graphics right here. I do like this. I mean, I like the rain. I don't know why, but for some reason, anytime there's like a fence or something like this and it looks really solid, I like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I always like seeing like fences and gates and stuff in VR. Warning, biohazard. RE7? Private property, no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. Restricted access. Authorized personnel only. Okay, so I love this old rickety gate. I hear somebody in there. Let's get this. Ah.
A spook. Uh-huh. Yeah, I knew you'd show up eventually. If you know what's good for you, you'll go back and tell them you ain't found nothing. The chest is down. How did you... Pete, you lousy drunk!
Okay, so that's Pete. I think that's the scientist guy. And, you know, when this game first came out, you rarely would see a human character in VR. And so I remember the first time I played this and I saw that guy, it was like, yay, an actual human character that's talking to me. I don't know why they rarely do that in VR, but you hardly ever see an actual human that talks to you. So it's kind of cool that they did that. All right, so we're trying to get to the next level. Waiting for it to load up. Okay, so it is seriously dark in here. Let me go ahead and get my flashlight. Yeah, this is much, much better. Yeah, that's kind of weird looking. But yeah, playing this game today, it's not as impressive.
I hear you out there. I told you to stay out. I'm blowing this place sky high, you fascist. Oh, jeez, Alex. That you? I'm sorry. I thought you were a spook. The explosives. Damn it. Get to the lab. You'll figure it out.
Okay, so I guess I am Alex. And what I was going to say is that when you first play this game, it was super impressive, because this was the first VR game that I played that kind of had this much production quality. Since this time, I have played other games that have pretty good production quality as well. So this isn't quite as amazing as it was probably for people that just got a HTC Vive when it first launched April 2016, and they picked this game up. This probably was like super impressive. But I love the lighting. I like the water dripping in. Lots of atmosphere in this game. Looks pretty cool. It is certainly one of the more visually impressive Vive games. Even to this day, it is one of the most visually impressive games. If you buy a Vive now, I believe this is included with the package. I think you get Tilt Brush, you get Zombie Training Simulator, and this game, I think. But now I'm in like some slushy water. I'm in like a sewer area. Let's see what this has to do over here. So here's a map. Let's see. You are here. Alex, the professor's anti-CIA map is nuts. The real path, I've figured, are in blue. Good luck. Okay, so you got a hell of a maze to have to go through. Let's go ahead and get our backpack out and check out what this tape. Let's see here.
So I found the professor. Seems nice. He saw my hacks, and now he really wants to show me something. And for some reason, I'm going to follow this strange man into an abandoned sewer. I cannot be blamed for this reckless behavior. I am the obvious byproduct of neglectful parenting. So, just do what the walls tell you, and you'll find us, hopefully. Oh God, what is that? Come on! This is not the glamorous adventure I had in mind. Feels like I'm in a shit Nancy Drew mystery. Ugh.
All right. So, it has the audio logs, kind of like BioShock. You find cassette tapes and you put them in your Walkman. And I do love the inventory system. I mean, honestly, this is a great inventory system. This is a real-life inventory system. I can stuff things into this backpack. I can get things out of this backpack. I can put the backpack over my shoulder like that. When I want it again, I can pull it out. I can select the gun and get this. I can put it back in. This is probably... if there's something that other developers should steal from the Gallery Episode 1 called the Starseed, is still this inventory system, because they did a great job with this, I mean, this is a really good effort on their part. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. This game isn't super long, and I don't want to go through the whole entire game. But basically, that's going to wrap it up for this play session. Once again, this is Anthony from VR Roundtable, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.